Hi guys, my name is Ryan, and this is my story about how I got a free sailboat. So yeah, where do I start? I guess it all starts at Cape Cod. Actually, on Buttermilk Bay, me and my wife we don't have, but we rent a little cottage that sits right on the water. And towards the end of our vacation last year, we were watching the boats out in the bay rip around, and my wife actually says, hey, we should get a bigger boat, to enjoy while the kids are still young. And I was kind of shocked at this. I was like, well, you don't have to twist my arm. And long story short, the day we got home from vacation, I went and I bought an 18-foot Bayliner trophy walk around cuddy cabin. Nice little first boat for a family, 150 horsepower Mercury. I believe the outboard was 2002, the hull is 1999. It's a great fishing boat, great family boat, pulls the kids around on the tube. Man, we just had a great time at the end of last summer with it, and we just really had a blast. Loved being on the water, loved being on the boat. And then winter happened, and we live in the state of Massachusetts up here in New England, and it gets cold and it gets snowy, and there's no boating involved in the months of November, December, January, February, even March. Anyways, so to cure my needs for boatiness, I found myself on YouTube.
Oh, really, Dad? Sailboat videos again? Come on. Come on!
Just searching videos of people and boats and boating stuff and that kind of thing. And through these suggested videos over on the side, well, maybe it's this side for you guys. Anyways, it popped up a sailing video of this couple from Massachusetts. Their channel is Wicked Salty, so if you guys happen to watch this, I mean, this is your fault. This guy and a girl, they decided instead of jumping into careers and stuff, they wanted to buy a sailboat and sail from Massachusetts all the way down to the Bahamas, and I got sucked into their videos. We watched every single one in like 3 days, and I was just like, I need to be doing that. I need to be sailing, and I just like those videos gave me the sailing bug. And from then I started watching all these other videos of people sailing and their adventures and stuff and everything they've gone through with their boats. And just the other day, I happened to sit down on my couch, start watching some YouTube sailing videos, and every now and then I like to pop on Craigslist and just, for entertainment purposes only, just check out pictures of what people are selling and how much they're going for and what they have to offer and that kind of thing. And the other night I happened to be on there for that exact reason, and the second ad that popped up was an ad for a free sailboat. And right away I'm like, whatever, it's probably a piece of crap, not worth looking into. They always are. Anytime something's free, it's free for a reason. But I clicked into it anyways, just to look at the picture. There was a single picture on there, but the description seemed kind of too good to be true. Said it was loved it for 10 years, blah, 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 blah. And that this ad also said it was only posted 1 hour ago. So the description was good. From the picture, I mean, it looked terrible on the outside, but I figured it was just posted an hour ago. Maybe it could be worth something, I don't know. But I decided to text the guy, and he got back to me right away, and we made arrangements to see the boat the very next day. So I went with my son, and we checked out the boat, and the entire time I was there, this guy's phone was blowing up with people interested in the boat and wanting to take it. But luckily, I took the initiative to just jump on it. I just had a feeling that maybe I should check it out, and I was the first one. Luckily enough, the guy lives like 15 minutes down the road. Was a local guy, and yeah. So he's got this boat. It's a MacGregor 26D, 1989. The condition, well, it looks like absolute garbage. It is covered in this stuff that when you touch it, it feels like sandpaper. The guy actually told me when I was talking to him on the phone, he thought the whole thing was going to have to be sanded down and repainted. And in my head, I'm like, well, if this is free, maybe it's, you know, worth doing that kind of work to it. And blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it looks like crap. It's covered in this stuff. You can see it behind me. This gray, rough, horrible, horrible stuff. The inside was filled with water. He pumped a lot of it out. And overall, the appearance was just, you don't know, it looked like crap. But that's the worst part of it. The story he gave me is he bought this boat brand new in 1991 from a dealer, and he and his family enjoyed it for the first 10 years of its life. And then after that, his wife, I think, had a surgery, and he changed jobs, so was not around a lot anymore. The kids had gotten 10 years older than they were when they first bought it. And long story short, he parked it one last time, and it sat in his driveway in the same spot for 15 years. But the best thing in the world that he did is he took out every single cushion. He took out all the wood planks and panels. He took the mast off, and he took the rudder off, the tiller handle, and he stored all of that stuff indoors, so it never saw the weather. The only thing that ever saw weather was the hull of the boat. There's no mildew in the cushions. There's no wood rot in the boat, except for like the door of the head, which he actually already had a replacement ready to go that he gave me. So it's like, that's not even a big deal. But nothing was rotted. It was just filthy freaking dirty. So I was like, yeah, this is too good to be true. Like, he asked me if I wanted the boat. I was like, yeah, I want it. You know, don't let any of these other people do it. And I'm looking at it this whole time. Like I said, my last boat was 18 feet. This one is 26 feet. And 26 feet in pictures is a whole lot bigger in person than in pictures. So I'm staring at this thing. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to get this into my backyard? And I ended up pulling off a fence post and taking out two of the links of fence behind me, and I pulled it straight into my backyard and ended up taking my truck out my neighbor's driveway. Yeah, and the other thing too is the only thing that cost me money that day was 2 new tires for the trailer. The tires were completely blasted after sitting there for 15 years. As you can imagine, they just completely rotted out from the sun and went flat, and they were gone. So it cost me $150 to get new tires. We jacked the thing up. I took the wheels, got new tires, came back within a couple hours, threw them on, and I was pulling it out of the guy's driveway later on. The only hiccup that day was the paperwork. And this is a double-sided sword, because the good thing about that day was the paperwork too. This guy was meticulous with his paperwork. Every time he went to the marine store and bought a cleat for the boat, he saved the receipt. I have his original bill of sale. I have his financial agreement with the bank. I know exactly how much this guy paid in interest on the boat. I know how many payments he made. Like, he kept everything. The original owner's manual, the original brochure for the boat when it was brand new that they sold the boat on. He kept everything. Everything was in this folder except the title. The title. And the first question I asked him when I called him up, I said, do you have, before we go anywhere, do you have the title for this boat? And he said, yeah, I got it. It's all, I got a whole folder full of it. We got everything. And come to find out, there was no title in that folder. So now I'm pulling my hair out because I had this horrible experience with a boat before, back when I was like 20. I bought a boat, no title. What a nightmare. long story short, I lost a lot of money in that boat. But anyway, so this guy tells me, you know, he's not sure what the title is, and now he's away on business for 2 days. But he thinks he might know it could be his safe or something like that. So 2 days, I'm kind of pulling my hair out. But the guy comes home from his business trip. First thing he does is he opens up his safe because he knew I was kind of concerned about it. Finds the title there, and all is well. I went over there later on that day. He signed the title over to me. It's now my boat, and technically I paid $1 for it. $1 for the boat, $1 for the trailer, so it was a legal purchase. But we're gonna call it free. Actually, the guy gave me my money back as soon as I gave it to him. I brought him a $2 bill because I thought it would be cool to have a $2 bill to make the transaction. But as soon as I put it in his hands, he goes, "Here, have your $2 back." But money exchanged hands. There's a bill of sale out there. It's legal. Anyways, so yeah, that's the story about how I got this boat. Again, 1989 MacGregor 26D, in really rough shape, but I'm pretty sure that's all it is. It's cosmetic. Because you know what happened? Once I got it home, just for ha-has, just because I was like, I really wonder what this crap is, I just grabbed a random cleaner underneath the kitchen sink, and I gave it a little squirt, brought the sponge out with me, scrubbed it off, and guess what? This stuff comes right off. Couldn't believe it. I'm not even going to have to sand the thing. I'm not going to have to paint the thing. All I got to do is scrub the crap out of it, and it'll be back to looking good. Give it a nice fresh coat of wax, and we should be good to go. So other than that, I got to go through the boat and see if we can find anything majorly wrong with it, any giant holes, any big leaks, anything like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. If you guys are interested in this story, if you want to keep following along, let me know, and I'll keep making videos and bring you guys along for updates, and hopefully you can watch it go from the way it is now to in the water and sailing along and having my own adventures, and I really can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. Again, if you like it, click the thumbs up, let me know, leave some comments, and I'll keep making them if you want to check out the story. Alright, bye.